Well, she's a Food Network star, a best-selling cookbook author, and children's book author. Ree Drummond, known to millions as the Pioneer Woman, has just released the first in a new picture book series called Little Ree, and she's on her way to Nashville for a book signing. We're excited about that. Ree, it's great to welcome you back to Talk of the Town. How are you today?
Oh, I am great, Meryl. Thanks for having me.
So glad you're here, and so glad you're going to be coming to Nashville. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but I want to hear the story behind this new book series, Little Ree. It sounds so cute.
Oh, it has been so much fun. Well, anyone that watches my show or has read my website through the years knows that I moved to the country as an adult. I did not grow up in the country. I grew up on a golf course, which I joke about all the time, but it's true. And, you know, I had ballet class and went to the opera with my mother in Tulsa and went to college in Los Angeles. And I was literally the last person on earth my friends could ever picture moving to the country. Yet I fell in love with this cowboy and he you know, forced me to fall in love with him, and we got married, and there I was on his family's ranch in rural Oklahoma. And needless to say, it was quite a bumpy road. And, you know, I had never lived in the country before. So I had to get used to, you know, the really early mornings, and I'm talking 4 a.m., you know, and the sounds at night that you hear, and just the critters, the skunks, I mean, everything that I had not experienced before. And so I thought it would be fun to write a story and write a book and tell those stories from the perspective of a little girl. And that's where Little Ree came from. And it was so much fun because I was able to, you know, put my angst that I remember feeling into this character. She moves to the country as a child to live on her grandparents' ranch. And she encounters a lot of the challenges that I did, getting up early, trying to figure out how to ride a horse. And so it was really such a fun story to write because it was parallel to my experiences, but it's a little girl, and little girls are always fun to write about.
Definitely. And I would imagine a lot of kids would be able to relate to this story, the kind of feeling like a fish out of water, whether you're moving to the country or going to a new school or whatever. There are a lot of good messages in this story.
That's so true, and that's exactly what I want kids to take from it. And it is a fish out of water story, which can relate to, you know, moving to the country, but also just switching schools. I mean, it's not a great feeling when you have change. But Little Ree actually turns it into a bloom where you're planted story. So she eventually realizes that it's not about being the perfect cowgirl or, you know, having the perfect horse skills, that it's about having the right attitude. And that's really what I want kids to take away from the book.
That's great. Now, I loved your series that you did with your Basset Hound, Charlie. Those were such cute stories. Can we expect any more Charlie stories to come?
Oh my gosh, those Charlie books have a special place in my heart. I think the Charlie series is complete. And I'm not sure if you know that we lost Charlie not long ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was ill, yes. But he was such a special dog, and it's so wonderful that he really lives on in his books and the photos on my blog. He was such a huge part of you know, our lives on the ranch. So I'm so grateful that I have those books.
Yeah.
I still open them.
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
Read them.
Yeah, as we do at my house too.
It just makes me think of Charlie.
Oh, that's really special. Okay, so you're coming to Nashville this Friday. We're excited about that. We're going to tell folks about the book signing information in a minute. It takes a lot to get you to leave the ranch, doesn't it?
It really, how did you know this? Yes, it does. I am such a homebody, which is so ironic, you know, for somebody who didn't really feel at home in the country. Now you can hardly get me to leave. But I was really excited about Little Ree, and I wanted to get out and meet people who have watched my show and read my blog, and I couldn't be more excited to be headed to Nashville. It's one of my favorite places on earth. Well, I don't get to go there a lot. So.
I'm so glad you're coming. You have a lot of fans here. So great to visit with you. Thanks so much, and I hope there are many more Little Ree books to come.
Thank you, Meryl.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Well, you can meet Ree and get her to sign a copy of the new book, Little Ree, at Parnassus Bookstore in Green Hills this Friday at 5:30. You can go to newschannel5.com for all the information about that.